everybody. It's Sappy here. This is my first ASMR video. I have this crazy insane setup right now, so we'll see if it works. This may not see the light of day. We'll figure it out. But I thought a really good thing to do would be to build a Lego set. And not only any Lego set, but Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is one of my favorite video games of all time, and building Legos is really nostalgic for me because I used to do that as a kid, so it's kind of like healing my inner child. This one is titled Isabelle's House Visit. You can see it has a little Animal Crossing house that you get to build. There's Isabelle. There's, her name is Fawn, I think, but we'll find out for sure. You can see we can switch out the windows, which is kind of cool. Comes with a little like tree, a little workbench, all sorts of really cool stuff. Has 389 pieces, so let's get into it. So we have a whole little booklet here, and we have 5 little bags. We also have this little piece. I'm guessing this is the foundation for the house. So first things first, we're going to start off with, this may not be in frame, we'll see. We'll start off with bag number 1. We need to find this little green piece. We can attach it here. Then we find this little piece. Goes right there. And then we have this cute little picket fence. It's very cute. Okay, so now it wants us to build our little crops. We've got this little carrot, very cute, and there should be a little sprout for it. We can. It's a really tall sprout, but that's okay. Stick it in there. We've got a little pumpkin, that's cute. It's the same little sprout. This one's smaller. That's kind of like a better vibe to it. And then we have our little watering can to water the plants with. We set that right there. So we have our first finished product, I guess you could say. Okay, so then we need one of these little circle pieces. This piece, and I believe it just goes like this. Perfect. Then we need another. Okay, I think it wants us to have it match. Oh yeah, because then we're gonna put this on top here and top that off there. think we're making the little crafting bench. Because it looks like little drawers. Then we have these little pieces up top. This piece goes here. And then this is what we have so far. Looks like a little crafting bench, workbench. And then we have our little recipe here. That right there. And then it wants us to add our little tools. So we've got a little slingshot. An axe. Very important in Animal Crossing. A little shovel. And then it says we're done so far, but we do have some extra pieces. Looks like we've got some flowers and an Isabelle to create. So I'm going to put her together really quick. Look at her, she's so cute. But we'll set her off to the side for now because I don't really know what they want. And we'll also set these to the side as well. So now it wants us to use this foundation piece and bag 2. I think her name is Fawn, but can't quite remember. She's very cute though. Put her right there. Okay, yes, she wants us to create that. Oh, she's a little hat. Oh my gosh, look. She's so cute. Okay. Alright, so now we're gonna start creating the foundation to the house. So it wants 2 of these pieces. Two of these squares. Underneath. Sorry if you can hear the cars. Okay. Okay. This is what we have so far. Looking like we're creating the base here. So we'll set this off to this, or right here for now. And it wants right here. Then we're gonna stick this. Aha. It's kind of looking like a Star Wars spaceship so far. But we're getting there. Okay. So I think we're gonna do something again similar. Where we take this piece, except instead we do green. We take this piece. Perfect. And we will attach it right here. That's what we have going so far. Oh, and now we're going to start the foundation. Like I was saying earlier, I have been an Animal Crossing fan, like, pretty much since Animal Crossing was a game. I remember playing the original one on GameCube. And that one was super fun. And then there was gradually the one for the Wii that was released. Actually, no, it was the DS first. I don't know how many of you can remember. Wild World. I never really played that one because my parents couldn't get it for me at the time. But my friend would sometimes let me play. And it was pretty fun. They introduced the new camera angle, and that was round for the first time, which was pretty different. Because in the GameCube version, everything was like flat and filmed down from an angle like this. And then after that, you have the Wii version, which was City Folk. That one was super fun. I did play that one. And in this one, you could travel to this city, and there was like a fountain and a plaza and a department store. It's where you could, I think for the first time, change your hair, because I don't think you could do that in Wild World, but correct me if I'm wrong. And there was a lot more customization. In this one, you could also upgrade the Nook Center. So when you bought a certain amount of products from them, you could upgrade. And they had like a Nook and Go, and Nookingtons, I think, was the final level you could get. And it was basically like a Nook department store. And I was really sad that they didn't utilize that across the other Animal Crossings, because I loved that. I thought it was so creative, and it was something kind of to look forward to. Because in the other games, it's literally just Nook's Cranny, and there's only a couple of items that they sell at a time. Like I think they only sell like 2 or 3 items, and people like a little bit of variety. Oh, we're getting complicated here, okay. I'm up for the challenge. if you can, I'm sorry. But I was really sad that they got rid of that. And then I did also like the little addition of the island, or sorry, not the island, the city. Because the music in the city was really cool too. Oh, okay, we're gonna do this a couple times. Let's see, I don't want to make a huge noise. Okay, and then this one goes. But yeah, that one I had a lot of fun playing with. That was the introduction of Dr. Shrunk. I don't think he's made an appearance in the newer games. But Dr. Shrunk, for those that don't know, was this little, like, I think he was an axolotl. I may be mispronouncing that. But he was a little comedian, and his whole shtick was that he told bad jokes, and he would teach you reactions for the first time. And so you could actually do emotions with Dr. Shrunk, which was really exciting and something completely different. But that game had a certain amount of charm to it, especially because it was a Wii game. I did really like the Wii version. And then after that was the infamous Animal Crossing New Leaf. Many people probably remember. It's kind of like a fan favorite. And I was a really big fan of New Leaf. But New Leaf was really fun. Because they brought in a whole lot of new aspects to the game, and it was the first time really, besides, using flowers, that you could decorate the town around you, because they had these things called public works projects. And basically what you would do is once you unlocked them, you would fundraise enough money, which, in Animal Crossing terms, we don't, just means that you would pay for everything. And then you could add really cool features to your park, or rather your town, sorry. You could add things like, they had fountains and benches. I don't think they were usable, but it was just the thought of it all. And this is where they introduced the character Brewster, and he was the pigeon barista. Who was notoriously kind of grumpy, and he collected gyroids. Which, fun fact, I used to think that gyroid was pronounced gyroid, and I don't know why. But I pronounced it as gyroid for literally the longest time. Dr. Shrunk was also in this one, I'm pretty sure. And I know that a lot of people music in New Leaf was really great. The other thing in New Leaf that you could do similar to the most recent one is you could go to an island, and there was only the one island. But there you could like partake in these things, these games, and they had this special currency there. I can't remember what it was called, but you could partake in these games, and you would win like these points, and you could get special like island exclusive things. Like they had a mermaid set, which was really pretty. And then they also had, I think this is where you could get the Rococo set. Let's see, it wants us to put a little plant right here. But you could get the Rococo set or something like that. And it was really cool. It wants us to put it on the side of the house. Okay, so this is what we have so far. We have the beginning foundation of the house here, a little plant, and we also have the inside of the house started to be built. Super exciting. So we have bag 3. So back to what I was saying, is they have these island adventures. Wait, how do you put this on? Oh, I see. Wait, I think, I want to make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, there we go. You can open it. That's very cute. Oh, and then a doorknob. You can't forget a doorknob. Cute. But you could partake in these island games. And extra points, and they were just really fun. You could also play with random people, or you could bring your friends online. Okay, here we go. We've got our door. It was really fun. I liked it a lot. But the other thing that was really nice about the island, and part of me wonders if this is why they kiboshed this, is because it was kind of like an infinite money hack. It was kind of an infinite money hack because you could basically go to the island, and because it was summer all year round, many of you might know that the most expensive bugs can be found in the summer, and fish too, like sharks, beetles, that sort of thing. And so what I would do, and I'm sure many others did this, is I would go to the island for like hours would fish and catch bugs, and then I would sell them, and I would have like hundreds of thousands of dollars because it would rack up really quick. And I remember there was a way where you could, like, if you really wanted to encourage the spawn of beetles, you could remove all of your, like, plants and stuff, and the bushes, and then you would just have like coconut trees, and this is where you would get all those beetles, like the golden stag, the rhinoceros beetle or something like that. There was a lot of different kinds of them. But yeah, you could get millions of bells that way. Again, it was kind of like a infinite money hack. So I'm sure, you know, they didn't want to make the game too easy for people. Alright, this is what we have so far. We have a little side roof now, and we're starting to build more to the roof here. So now it wants us to build another thing. But yeah, I used to spend hours on that island trying to get as much money as possible. Finally, the last game that came out right at the beginning of the pandemic, or right really during quarantine, is none other than Animal Crossing New Horizons. Oh. I may have put some of these on backwards, but it's okay. I was using this side instead of this little brick side, but whatever, it's alright. But Animal Crossing New Leaf was really, really hyped. Partly because, you know, it had been a long time since New Leaf. And also because it was like, oh, this is the perfect time for this game to come out. Because people are stuck at home. And it offered a lot of new things that people hadn't seen before. The main thing really was you could basically customize whatever you wanted. Oh, this is so creative the way they did this. Okay, so do that. There's this little cloud. Oh, very nice. That was a little loud. But then we have a little chimney. That's very cute. But I did really like Animal Crossing New Horizons. My only complaint, I think, is pretty similar to other people's, where it just didn't feel like it was a complete game. And I think their intent was to probably do more rollouts for it. But they ended up just kind of like abandoning it almost. I mean, mean, this one kind of looks more classic and it matches with the windows. I do think the blue is fun though. Maybe we'll do one of each. No, it's okay. I don't like that actually. Oh wait, no. Alright, here's what we have so far. We have our windows, our little chimney. We have basically have a house. It's the inside. Alright, and bag 4. But yeah, basically, like, I did really like Animal Crossing. Oops. New Horizons. But it did kind of feel like they abandoned the game. Especially because it was like we only got a year of updates and then all of a sudden it was like, yeah, we're not going to update this anymore. Because I think everybody was kind of expecting really big updates for it. Because that's kind of what had been hyped to people. So I think a lot of people were understandably upset. When Animal Crossing, or Nintendo rather, decided they weren't going to do any more updates. I think the biggest thing that the game offers is the fact that you can customize whatever you want. And there's a lot of room for creativity, which is really cool. I've seen some people do really fun things. Like castles and movie sets and all sorts of really, really cool stuff. Because you could actually fully place almost any item outdoors, which was completely, besides the new Leaf one. And even then, you didn't really have as much control of where it was placed. This was just completely different and really cool. But yeah, I think that people had really been excited for Animal Crossing. I've heard rumors that there is another one in the works, but I mean, you never really know. I think we're creating shingles right now. Not the virus, the object. will say these are quite bright orange to be shingles. They look more like tan on the cover, which like would have made more sense. But I digress. Okay, look at that. Put that aside for now. I think another really exciting thing that they did in Animal Crossing New Horizons was adding the Happy Home Designer, or the Happy something, because there actually was a Happy Home Designer as a separate 3DS game. And so I did really like how they incorporated that into the new Animal Crossing, where it was like kind of its own adventure, but at the same time, you know, you could involve your villagers and build homes for them. And, you know, almost like in a sense have more villagers than you did, because you get to go and visit these people and basically create endless islands, or endless houses rather. I think though, like once you've done it a couple times, sometimes it can get like a little repetitive because there's not really much other challenge beyond it. But I'm an Animal Crossing lover. Like, I will try anything that they put out because I really love the franchise. They're such relaxing games at the end of the day. I would like to see them maybe do a little bit more with the customization. Like if they could add the properties of New Leaf, where there was like a lot of goals to reach, and the creativity of New Horizons, I feel like you could have yourself a pretty cool game. There are some rumors saying that maybe it was going to take place, like this next game was going to take place in a city, but that it would be different from City Folk, because like in City Folk you didn't actually still live in the city, you lived outside of it. And you like took the train into the city, I think. It was either the train or the bus. I think it was the train though. Whoops. There we go. That is an interesting way to do this. There we go. Okay, so now we can add it to the house. There we go. So we have the front of our house, and then we have the shingles. We're basically pretty much done with the house. So we'll put put a little KK painting. I think this is one of his albums. If you know what his album is, let me know in the comments. If you're a real KK stan. Ooh, okay, we're gonna make a bed. Let's get this one. But yeah, Nintendo, if you're somehow watching this and you want somebody to test out your new Animal Crossing game, I am available and free. Like a little quilt. It's a very pretty quilt. I like the pastel colors. Trying to get them to line up more closely. I've always wanted to learn how to quilt. I think it's really charming. I do know how to crochet though, which is very nice. But I have yet to learn how to knit. I feel like that's just a whole different ballgame. Which it quite literally is, but I know people who can do both. Like crochet and knit. I just need to figure it out. But there's a lot that goes into it. Okay, look at that. Cute little bed. And then we can add the little legs to the bed. Ta-da! It's very cute. We'll set that right here. There's so many cute little pieces to this. Oh, it's a Nook phone. If I could pick it up. I don't know if you can really see. It's got the little apps on it. Put that there. Oh yeah, it's like a table with a clock. What time is it supposed to be? I don't know. It won't let me put it on. There we go. So I guess it's supposed to be 3:07? 2:07? No. 1:07. Wait, I don't know. I can tell time, don't worry. 3:07. Let me just add this. I think it's supposed to make it look like it's floating on the wall, which is really cool. I've got this little clock with our little Nook phone. And yeah, I think the clear bit is to make it give the illusion that it's hanging up on the wall, which is really cool. Now we're gonna make a plant. cute. I wonder if I add a little like flower to it, if I can do that. Is that legal? I don't think it is. Sorry. Oh, cute. That's really cool. It's cute. Let me put the pan on top. This is so cute. Little sink. Very cute. And now we're making a table. So we've got cookies, a donut. Let's see, cookies and a donut. Little teapot. Maybe a little bit further back. Oh my gosh, and then these adorable little teacups. These are so cute. I think these are chairs. Oh, and then we have a book, I think. Yes, I think so. Oh yeah, look at that. So cute. I don't like the bed in front of the door because, you know, that seems hard. So I'm going to put the bed in front of the window. And then they put the clock and bedside table here. And yeah, you can see it kind of looks like the clock is floating on the wall. They put the plant in the corner here. The oven back here in the corner. I don't know if you can see this. Pink is right next to that, obviously. And then get the table. And then we have a book. They just have it set on the bed like that, but I don't want it to get tossed around here. But here we go. This is the inside. Very adorable. One, two, three. Oh, and then it wants us to make flowers. Very cute. I really want to know what those pink flowers were for, but it didn't tell me. was trying to do some landscaping. The flower is very cute. Oh, there it is. Very cute. And this goes right here. Look at a little pond area. And they have the little dig spots. That's adorable. One. There we go. You can put bells in the tree. For those that don't know, in Animal Crossing, when you shake a tree, sometimes money will fall out. These do look like the trees, kind of, from Animal Crossing, like this foliage. I don't know why, but I'm really liking the word foliage. Got these little grabbers, holders for our apples. Got our apple tree. Perfect. This is our little wilderness situation we got going on. Oh, I see what they're doing. So we've got a clear block. And there's gonna be a present. Oh, that's so cute. is creating. See, this looks like it's a paint set. There we go. Looks like a little bow. Oh, and then we have the balloon that carries it. Because, well, gifts are carried by balloons in this game. Whoops. And voila. So it says you can add your crops right here. There we go. But here's this from this angle. Yeah, I really enjoyed making this. Again, this is my first ASMR video, so kind of figuring things out as we go. But I'd love to do more like these. I really enjoyed building this. Thanks for sticking around with me. I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, wherever you are. And I hope I could help you relax a little.